I'd like to call the order at 5:30 p.m. Roll call, please.
Hicks. Here. Janeski. Lynn.
Here.
Ludwig. Here. Plattner. Smith.
Here.
Woodard.
Here. Please stand and join me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Agenda item number 2, public participation, recognition of guests, notice and communication. Mr. Maynard, looks like we have quite the group here tonight with us.
We do. We have the OSF wrestling team here, so I'm going to turn it over to Mr. Shelton.
Sure, absolutely. Before I do a plaque recognition, I just want to really quickly kind of go off the cuff here and just kind of say some things about the OSF wrestling team. It was an amazing experience for myself, and I'm sure the entire both communities of Salt Fork and Oakwood, to watch all of you guys wrestle this year. I'm going to be completely honest, where I come from, I helped develop the wrestling program that is really, really good. But when I came here, that was because of the coaching staff that has developed these guys. And 12 years ago, the Oakwood School Board made one of the best decisions it could have possibly ever have made in hiring Michael Glosser. I'm going to tell you right now, the guy has elevated this wrestling program, created a co-op with Salt Fork that is not just one of the best in the area. After this year in cementing 4th place in dual team state, it's one of the best wrestling programs in the entire state of Illinois. You're staring at this group right here that I know is an awesome accomplishment, but if you ask Coach Glosser and the wrestling staff, they're going to tell you that they want more next year. And that is the mark of a great team, great coaching leadership. And this is a group to be extremely proud of, extremely proud of. I know I am as their AD, and I know Salt Fork's AD, Dustin Keys as well, is super proud of this group. So, okay. So we do have a plaque presentation. I'd love to just kind of read what it says here about you guys. And I'd love to get a picture afterwards too, if I could. This is on behalf of Oakwood High School administration, staff, and school board. We would like to honor the 22-23 OSF wrestling team for their amazing season and numerous accomplishments. The OSF wrestling team, under the leadership of head coach Michael Glosser and assistant coaches Vince Chambliss and Brendan Watson, led the OSF wrestling program to a record of 22-12. OSF had 5 wrestlers advance to the boys individual state and 1 girl wrestler to individual state. OSF placed 4th at the IHSA dual team state and had a wrestler place 2nd overall in state. Reef Paycott set the record for most wins in a career at 162. OSF won the VBC and county wrestling meet, as well as had 8 wrestlers. Wow. 8 wrestlers selected to the first team all VBC and county. OSF had 2 wrestlers named to the News Gazette all area first team. That was Bryson Kapansky and Reef Paycott. 2 wrestlers named to the second team, as well as the coach of the year in Coach Glosser. This team was exciting to watch and improved all season long. This team was most certainly the best in program history and has put OSF on the map as one of the best wrestling teams in the state. Congratulations on a great season, and Oakwood is proud of your accomplishments. If I get you guys to come up here and take a picture, we can just spread you out real quick if you could. Thank you. Right here in the center, that way we get the school board.
We can move back.
Yeah, watch out. Keep punching. All right. Here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Take another one just in case. 3, 2, 1. Got it. Once again, before you guys go, I just want to say thank you for what you have done for OSF, for both communities, coaching staff, parents, for all the trips and drives that all over the state of Illinois. Thank you very much for what you do for these kids and making this program one of the best in the state of Illinois. Thank you, guys.
We can make it less.
Give it to your mom and dad this time, Rick. Yeah. Funny story, his second place medal, he gave it to his dog just to wear around. He doesn't really want accomplishments to be noted for that. We put on his dog and he can't find it anymore. So we replaced the second place medal and gave it to his parents. So.
Looks like 2B, we do have Miss Sarah Brown here tonight. Oh, there she is back there. Hello.
I just have a little packet of information for you. So we are looking at implementing Narcan. You guys share in the district. Okay, Narcan is the opioid reversal drug. Basically, if a student, staff member, anybody within the building happens to overdose on an opioid, so that's like fentanyl, hydrocodone, oxycodone, heroin, anything like that, Narcan is the reversal drug for that. Okay? We have had some incidences this year that have made Megan and I both feel like this is something that we really need to get in place before we have a worse incident and we don't have it. It's something that the SRO would normally carry prior to now, but with no SRO at the moment. And even once we do get one, having two buildings and they could be out on a call or anywhere and we would need that medication, they wouldn't be there. So this is something that we're working on really hard to get implemented. Your packet has all the information about what it is, why we're doing it, and what the last steps we need to complete are. So basically at this point, the information needs to be put into the parent handbook so that when they sign off on that sheet at the beginning of the year, they're aware that Narcan is in the building, and then if their student is believed to be, experiencing an overdose, it will be used. Okay. And then the last thing is to get a physician's signature on our standing order. The standing order is in your packet. I drafted that based off of the state standing order. Narcan is actually readily available to anybody with absolutely zero medical training. You can walk into what they call an ON program, which is usually your county health department, and they dispense the Narcan to you, no questions asked. For the school setting, we have to have a physician's order. Right now, we do have the standing order from the state with that physician, but we are trying to get a local physician to back us as well on that. Do you guys have any questions?
You talked about the role of Illinois Department of Public Health related to this, and also the Illinois State Board of Education.
Yes, so Illinois Department of Public Health promotes this. They want Narcan in the hands of everyone, okay? Their providers, their health departments are the ones that are typically running these programs and dispensing it. So like ours came from Champaign County Health Department. Currently, Vermilion County Health Department is hosting classes at this point, and they are putting it in the hands of the public as well. There are still ongoing classes throughout, I think, the end of May and into June to get that into the hands of the public. ISB's role, so of course ISB regulates everything that we do inside the building, and we're following their guidelines based on what we have to have as far as paperwork, signatures, and meeting that criteria. State of Illinois says we can have this no matter what. ISB says I need you to jump through this hoop, this hoop, and this hoop.
You talked about the location and how to attain access and under what conditions and who?
Yes.
I'm
So.
sure it's all in your packet, but I
It
just
is,
thought
yeah.
more.
So as of right now, I do have Narcan in my hands. I have it from, like I said, Champaign County. It will be kept at the high school, the same spot as the EpiPen is kept. Staff do have to be trained on it, so they will receive Narcan training, and then they also have to be CPR certified according to ISB in order to be able to administer it in the school setting. So as of right now, I've already trained several more high school staff. They stepped up. They wanted to be trained in both. They know the need is there. So that training has already been done and ready to go. Junior high, I haven't really started on them yet. High school was kind of my pilot just to see and to work on them from the beginning this going. What else was there?
I think that's kind of what I was thinking of. I know that, in going to some of the Vermilion County health meetings that are community meetings, they share a lot of data, statistics about things that are challenges that are going on in the area. And do you see this as a means of obviously being better prepared
Yes.
in case of an emergency, but also in some ways being proactive? What are your thoughts on that?
So it's being better prepared and being proactive. Like I said, there have been some incidents that I felt like I needed that drug with me. I haven't had an incident yet where I would have actually given it per se, but I was close, very, very close to wanting to give it to a child. So this is definitely being proactive. So that way, if we do find ourselves in that situation, we're good. A lot of the things that we're seeing in the area are like counterfeit pills. Okay, that's where most of your overdoses come from. So kids get pills, from another friend, someone off the street. They think that they're just getting a Xanax or they're just getting a pain pill. Well, they're not. They're getting counterfeit pills coming across the border. Okay, it's literally it's an epidemic at this point. The other thing is we see kids using all kinds of stuff. They like to try to numb. They don't really like reality a whole lot. So they're getting their hands on whatever they can, from over the counter to mom and dad's pill bottles to whatever their friends hand them.
I've got a few other things I wanted to cover with you just for information, but I want to stop, see if the rest of the board has some questions.
So I think I heard you correctly. The next step then is to get the doctor to sign off on it then.
Yep, everything's 100% ready to go. I just need a provider signature. I reached out to two.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I reached out to 2 local providers, just waiting to hear back.
Are there any other medical uses for Narcan?
No, there are no more medical uses other than to reverse opioids. And if a student's down and I believe that they've overdosed or I have a suspicion that they've overdosed and I administer it, it does absolutely nothing to them. The only contraindication to Narcan is an allergy. And if I'm giving you that drug, you're on your way out anyway. Does that make sense? If I'm given that drug, they're actively dying.
Because someone has made a very bad choice.
Yes,
Yes.
they're actively dying if I'm going to give them that drug.
Unknown etiology, I think, is what they're, so you don't know what else is going on. So you eliminate any sort of opioid overdose by that. And I think I wanted to mention that one of the things I noticed, that there is no contraindications other than the allergy. So.
And in all my years, I've never seen a Narcan allergy.
I don't have any more questions.
Any other questions from the board?
Mine are answered too. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you to Mrs. Zendars as well. And I appreciate all the packet of information that you shared with us. Thank you.
I didn't see anybody else in the book who would like to address the board. Agenda item number 3, consent agenda. Hope everybody had a chance to review the consent agenda as presented. Do I have a motion to approve consent agenda as presented?
So moved. Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Motion by Hicks, seconded by Ludwig to approve the consent agenda items as submitted. Hicks? Yes.
Lynn,
Yes.
Ludwig,
Yes.
Plattner.
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Woodard.
Yes.
Motion carried by roll call vote 1.
Agenda item 4, FOIA requests. I do understand we have had one request this past month.
Yes, sir. Sherry Reed from Smart Procure sent a pretty routine FOIA request and just asking for information in regards to our purchase orders and vendor information. And we completed that. So all been taken care of.
Mr. Maynard. OEA, Mr. Johnson.
I've got, let's see, seniors' last day was today, the 8th graders' last day is Friday. So I know our teachers getting those, grades finalized, graduations and everything. We will be holding our election for the new term of OEA board members. That will be coming before the end of the school year. So this is my last time before I tag team out and someone else comes in. So I just wanted to say, I hope that my lack of intelligence and education previously when it came to some of the issues, I appreciate you guys working with me through it. I love this place. It's worth some of the hassle sometimes that we have to go through, but I just wanted to say thank you for your patience with me, and I'll see you soon, but not on Wednesday night.
You can always attend.
Yeah, Johnson. Board committee reports. I don't believe we had any for the month. Okay. Agenda item 7, administrative reports. Mr. Maynard, superintendent.
Well, first of all, I'd like to welcome Mr. Clay Woodard, one of our new board members. So welcome again, our first regular meeting with our new members here tonight. And so I just wanted to start with that. And just a reminder, this Sunday is our graduation. Got our high school at 1 o'clock, junior high school, 8th graders at 3:30 p.m. at the grade school gymnasium. And I'm sure the building principals will be reaching out to you here in a few minutes to see who would be attending, who would be presenting an award to a family member, that type of thing. So we'll cover that a little bit later, just as a reminder. So we're excited. Special time of tradition, of Oakwood tradition and graduation. Very special time. We will also be recognizing at graduation the board service awards, and I have those in place. We'll be taking care of those. I'll make the announcement at the graduations, and then a lot of the presentations will actually take place during our last day of Teacher Institute. We have a lot of celebrations and awards that we like to recognize our people, and one will be board service awards. We'll also be recognizing Crystal Apple award winners. We'll have 2 that will be coming on. So that's a top secret right now. It's classified, so I can't tell you, but you'll find out about it a little bit later. So that'll be exciting. In terms of school finance, oh, and by the way, I did try to print out a new document for you as far as information with committees and so forth. So if there's an error, please let me know. I'll make that correction. I wanted to get that updated for us. In terms of finance, you saw the treasurer's report. In terms of finances in and out and fund balances and so forth, we're, I think, in a very healthy place as expected. You know, at this point in time of the year, we still have, of course, this would have been for April. We're in May, so technically we've got May and June, a couple more months yet here. So obviously, you know, one of the most important things you do routinely this time of year, if you see you make those assumptions in August and you approve them in September with what you're projecting. And now we're dealing with the actuals. And when you get the actuals, your revenues can change and bump up a little bit here and there. Expenditures can slide over into different categories. So it's usually a good practice as a school board to follow along with the superintendent as far as an amended budget. So to do that, I think it's the best practice if we could to move that June board meeting instead of the 3rd Wednesday to the 4th, which is the 28th. That gives me more time to get the amended budget to the penny and give you the best view of what that actually will look like. So I'd like to do the public hearing just prior to the regular board meeting, which is at 5:30. I will be posting that tomorrow because we've got to have that posted at least 30 days in advance. As far as the hearing goes. So did you have any questions for me as far as recommendations to the board for doing an amended budget here in June? All right, so we'll have more numbers to come as we move along there. Did have a Prairie State Insurance Cooperative meeting this past week, just to get a view of some of the trends of things that are going on within the insurance cooperative. We do know that we'll be getting some reimbursements back. That's part of the advantage of being a part of that cooperative with so many other schools in Illinois, is that we basically are the stockholders, so to speak. So when there's a reimbursement, it gets moved out back to the schools. So we'll be getting a little something on property casual. We'll see what that turns out to be exactly. And also for workman's comp. Looking into next year with inflation and all those things, I'm happy to say that our property casual costs are going to be up about 3%, which is a little less than I projected. But our workman's compensation is down 4%. So we're looking at about a 1% change. So that's really good news. I think Prairie State Insurance Cooperative, I can't believe any school district would not want to be a part of that cooperative. They do an amazing job for us, and we're grateful for that. So I've talked about the tentative budget amendment. Tonight we have with us Aaron Smith, our high school principal. So Aaron, welcome to you tonight. Thank you for being here. And I know that we're also going to introduce here, you have a recommendation tonight for your assistant principal athletic director, which is Mr. Zachary Steele back there. So welcome to both of you. I appreciate you being here tonight because I know both of you are involved in things in your current districts right now. So I appreciate that very much. I would like to give a transportation director update here a little bit later. Some of that will be more of a personnel matter, so I'll share that a little bit later and close. You'll see tonight that you also have a high school guidance counselor recommendation. Been speaking about this for many months now, and so here we are. The plan that we have put into place, we have moved forward with, and you'll see the recommendation for Stephanie Marsh transitioning from high school secretary over to that guidance counselor position. We are going to put in place some mentoring to help her and to support her. Along with that, we have written not only will she be considered a long-term sub right now, but we have done the short-term approval process to the Regional Office of Education, the Illinois State Board of Education, which basically says she is in the process of attaining and moving forward with getting her master's degree in school counseling. She already has a bachelor's degree in psychology. So she's already started that coursework. So that's our plan moving forward. She has 3 years to get that taken care of. So thankfully, we had no applicants, for our position here that were already licensed. And I'm thankful that Stephanie is stepping forward for us. She's going to do a great job. And she's sharp. She's going to do a great job. She's going to work great with our new high school administrators. She knows the lay of the land. And of course, she's been mentored by the absolute best, which is Dawn Lee. So I think we're in a great healthy situation there. There will be some board policy updates that will be coming in June and July. We've got a new issue, so I'll take care of that for you. And you may have noticed, came a little bit late in your packet. I just received a letter, which is the annual letter we get from Russ Lee and Associates, which is the auditor engagement letter. I just dropped that into the audit committee, just so you know that kind of pertains to you. It's routine. Basically, what I do is I sign that, I send it back. It basically just says we're engaging with Russ Lee to do our audit here in August, like he has for so many years. I'll plan to send that off tomorrow. Other than that, I think that pretty much covers everything. I'll double check my notes here, but do you have any questions for me? All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Maynard. Curriculum, Ms. Kimbrough.
We're getting to the end of the school year, which means we're getting to the end of assessments. We have everything completed except for math, and that is going on now. Curriculum, we had a presenter from Big Ideas Math. I have a huge math committee, which is great. And so we listened to her and have been emailing different questions to see how this all goes together. Laura Head at the high school has made contact with a math teacher in Georgetown who's using it, who just adopted it. So we're trying to get not just the presenter's perspective, but different teachers at different levels. And so primary, and then got back to us, I think just like 2 grade levels that we haven't spoken to. So I kind of like the idea of a K through 12 math curriculum. And right now, that's really the only one that fits all the way through. We have some other, right now we have Go Math and we have Into Math, but those do not have a high school component. They would have to go to 6th grade and then they would have to switch over and find something compatible with that. McGraw-Hill is getting back to me on some things, and a newer company is getting back and going to send some samples. So once I get those, I'll get them out to my math department and we can kind of take a look at that. The goal is to have something by July 1, and then that way we can start training. Everybody can train before we actually get it in the buildings. I put aside some money in ESSER 3 so that if we wanted to do the big K-12 purchase, that we do have the money for that with ESSER 3. So plus it fits in pretty nicely. Also last week was Staff Appreciation Week, and so, which is my favorite week of the year. And so we did something different every day. Monday, we provided breakfast. Tuesday, I filled up their snack baskets, which didn't last long for some reason. Wednesday, the board provided lunch for them. Thursday, we had a raffle, of course, with all my goodies in the back room. And then Friday, we provided cupcakes for them. Closing of the year today, actually, I sent out the needs assessment, and it just gives teachers a chance to tell me what they need curriculum-wise, PD-wise, even room repairs, furniture. Some people are doing kind of envision different things for next year as far as a classroom setup. So they have already started, like, they're just excited about next year. So they are already sending me stuff. So I'm like, okay, we got to put it on a form. We got to get it so that it's all together. But I'm just excited at even like different interventions that they want to use, different software programs, even like at the high school, Matt Blair is already talking about, especially with plagiarism and AI, that he is really looking into different programs to do that. So we're in connection with them. So it's just, I'm trying to close up one and they're going for next year. So I'm kind of getting behind there. Then summer school coming up, and also, like I said, all the projects that go with it. We're going to, also on the agenda is help for Chris with technology and a little bit of help for John with maintenance. But I put those into ESSER 2, so they would be paid out of the grant, and there's just a specified number of hours. But with all the technology we have and the cleaning and the inventorying and everything, that would be a big help for Chris. And then I thought with John, just those things that custodians can't get to. They will not do the custodial work, but they will do the painting or the landscaping or the moving of the furniture or putting together furniture, whatever we need to do in the classrooms. But hopefully that'll help us get everything ready, everything inventoried, and we'll be good to go in August. So that's all I have.
Any questions, Kimbrough? Thank you. Oakwood High School, Mr. Odell.
Yes, this time of the year, we kind of feel like a hurdler going over hurdles because we have all these events that are happening. And so far we've had our senior picnic, which we didn't lose anybody, so that's always a plus. Everybody had a really good time. Some severe sunburns, but they had a really good time. Prom went very well. Thank you to Mr. Plotner for parking cars out there because, you know, kids coming in dresses and heels and all sorts of stuff, and how they park in our high school parking lot, having them out there is a big plus.
I will interrupt you for just a quick second.
What's that?
I will interrupt you for just a quick second. So that Sunday morning, I went out to the parking lot with my golf cart and my grabbers and my bucket. I did not find a single piece of trash in our parking lot. And I couldn't believe it. So kudos to the example that you set for our students and and what the students reflect from their respect for other people's property. Not a single piece.
Wonderful.
Great.
I was impressed. That's never happened. Didn't happen with the salt pork at the Bismarck.
Well, I'll make sure I pass that on.
Please do. I was very proud of them.
Unfortunately, the seniors are all gone, so I'm gonna have to wait till graduation.
The juniors were there too.
Yeah, juniors were there, absolutely. So that all went well. Moving on to graduation,
We've got about 61 students that should be graduating. We still have a few of those 61 that are kind of on that ledge that you always have every year. All the parents have been notified. The students are working hard trying to get things rectified, but some of them may not make it. So we may have some students that are doing some not able to walk because that's our policy. They don't walk if they don't have everything completed, but they still may get their diplomas this year. It's just that they may take another week or so to get that done. So we're working with those students. The staff is doing a great job of that and engaging those students and giving them as much help as they can possibly have without, doing the work for them, so they're doing a great job and I appreciate that. Mr. Maynard alluded to graduation, it's going to be typical at the grade school. I'll be getting with you after the meeting. I figure you're going to want to present the diploma.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I got a long list of young men that,
Nice.
but they're all grouped together, so they should work.
That's good. So we'll get that all out and then we'll make a list and who wants to give out diplomas. Also, who wants to maybe just sit up on the stage with Mr. Maynard, myself, and Mr. Smith, and Mr. Plattner, and whoever else. We'll just make a big party. But the kids are excited. Today was their last day, as Mr. Johnson said. They were excited. No senior pranks. Everything seemed to go pretty well. Now I may go back tomorrow morning and there may be toilet paper all over like at Salford. They told me to take the toilet paper, but we're hoping that it does not happen. But we have a plan if it does. So our kids are doing a great job finishing up the school year, especially the upperclassmen. I want to move on. Do you have any questions about graduation before I move on? Okay. As far as open positions for next year, right now, I haven't heard of anyone that is not going to come back, but you know how that is. Sometimes it's a last minute thing. The thing that we have some of those long-term subs that have a desire to come back, and we would like for them to come back. I'm trying real hard to make sure that Erin is set up well, and that she's in on those decisions. There's always in that transition period. I have to tell people I'm not going to do that right now because the new principal needs to be able to make that type of decision. And we've been in contact as well, emailing if there is something that she needs to get on right now, for example, because some of the things may involve grant money or something like that where we need to project out. She needs to get involved with that. So we've been talking about that. I came along a great deal at the principals meeting. I went ahead and hopefully executed that with Saltport. You didn't hear about that? Okay. It was in the county. Okay, this is one thing I didn't ask her about. I hope it's okay. But Saltport principal, Mr. Chambliss' wife works for an art company. You know about this?
Yes.
Okay. So I went ahead and did all the paperwork, and we're going to pay the $75 just to fill the board in on what's going on. Is his wife worked for a company that is an art supplier named Sketchbox. They are donating a bunch of supplies. I don't know if they're outdated or why they're doing this, but there's like 350 art kits that our school will be getting, our district will be getting, and it's about a $10,500 worth of material. All we have to do is pay for the shipping. They are donating it to schools. Since his wife worked for the company, they decided, she said, well, we'll take 7 pallets. The catch is we're going to have to go over to Saltport because the truck's going to deliver all 7 pallets there. So Georgetown's going to be up there picking up a pallet. We're going to be up there picking up a pallet. And the bad thing is I don't know when those pallets are coming in. So it may be after I'm gone. But so we'll have a great art supply coming in. We may need to use some space here to store it. I think some of it may end up going to the junior high grade school complex, but I thought it was something we needed to do for $75. I'll take that out of my principal's fund and we'll make that happen. So, I went ahead and filled out the paperwork. The only thing they required from us was a letter basically saying that we were accepting the donation, and then they wanted our tax ID number so they could deduct it from their taxes. So I have already sent that over to Mr. Chambliss, so that we can pick those art supplies up when they come in. So that, I just want to thank the board. This is my last meeting as well. I want to thank Mr. Maynard, the board, the unit office, the grade school, junior high. I mean, everybody's been great to work with. I'm going to miss the people. I'm going to miss all the events. But I also have a whole list of things I'm not going to miss. Okay. Like getting subs at 6 o'clock in the morning. Okay. I don't mind getting up early, but I hate bothering people that early. So, but we, you know, the teacher fair that we put on in January has worked great. Our sub tool is good. I mean, that's worked out. There's been a lot of positive things. The track is getting done. The flooring is getting put down. They were nailing the floor to the gym today. They just started nailing. So that's exciting. And the kids are excited about it. They're going down looking. The staff is going down and looking. So there's a lot of great progress going on. I want to thank you all for that. It takes everybody along with the community to make that happen. And it's a great community. But I won't be back at a board meeting. Sorry. But thank you. You guys have any questions?
Thank you, John.
Thank you, Dan. Assistant Principal, Mr. Shell.
Okay, I'll start out with Scholastic Bowl. Last month, I talked about how great their season was and how great a job our coaches did. So to piggyback off of the VBC and county championship, they had other opportunities after their season concluded, and they had a chance to go to the Parkland Challenge. They did that last year and advanced to the Final Four, but they did that again this year, and once again got back to the Final Four again and performed well. And then on top of that, they got news that they got invited to the national tournament in Chicago, Rosemont. And what a great honor. That's a huge honor to be invited to a national tournament. And I know I want to say thank you, Mr. Maynard, for helping out with that too. That's much appreciated. The Booster Club for helping out with meals too. It's a long trip. It was a long day. They had a lot of competition up there. I actually went up and watched it. There were some really bright kids up there, and a lot of those kids flew in from all over the country to compete in this, and it's just wild. But and our kids, believe it or not, had a winning record there. They were 8-6 overall. Wow, I came home with 21st in the nation. That's pretty great. So if I were here a little longer, I would do something we do with wrestling, go to basketball next month. But there might have to be somebody else's job to do next time. But I will tell you that you should be really proud of this basketball team. It's just a really great year. Moving on, bass fishing, they competed at sectional at Clinton Lake. No one advanced. We had 2 different boats, 4 kids that competed. They did have some catch, a lot better weather there this year than it was last year. It was downpour last year, but this time much better weather. So they wrapped up their season as well. Girls track ended at their sectional at PBL. No one advanced to state, but they had a really great showing this year. We had the honor roll meet just had to take place this past week at Urbana High School. And we had some kids that stood out. This is not just a 1A track. This is 1A. This is the best runners in the entire area. And we had some kids really stand out. We had, I think Bryson McDaniel got, he got second place in the triple jump. Connor Smith, he got second place in the 400 and the 200. Connor's 400 time was 51.8 seconds. That's state qualifying. So if he can do that on Friday, we might have another state person going to state. So I've talked to him about it. He doesn't want to talk much about it at school, but I think we're hoping he can get there. So, and some others too. But anyhow, that's tracked. The sectional will be at Westville on Friday. So good luck to our track kids. Next is softball. Their season ended at Sullivan. I'm not sure for a regional, but they went to Sullivan. They lost that game. They finished with a record of 11-19 on the season, which is a better record than they had last year. So, so their season is concluded. And then next is JV baseball. I put a lot of games on the schedule for the JV kids this year. And we had some rained out, but they won 11 out of 13 games. They were 11-2 as a JV squad, playing some good sized schools too. So this is an impressive season. So so they went 11-2, and I'm really proud of their effort. They had a celebration at the end of the year at Oakwood Park. Coach promised pizza. They went and had a pizza. He held up to his end of the bargain. So kudos to Coach Frazier. Next, varsity baseball. They're still playing. They are right now 24-6-1. One was tied with Unity, but 24 wins puts them 1 win shy of the program record to tie it all time at Oakwood. And they're going to attempt to do that tomorrow at the regional against Westville at St. Joe. That's tomorrow. Also, our last game at Hayworth on Monday, we had 2 kids break records. So we got to order some more plates again for the kids. Dalton Havoc broke his own steals record at 37 steals in a season. And Travis Tiernan has now the single season wins total at 10 wins this season. I can't make the flash yet because they might still add to that. So that's great news for our programs. So good luck to the varsity baseball team. And if they win tomorrow, they will play in the regional title game at St. Joe at 11 a.m. on Saturday. We're expecting to be there. So, okay. That is varsity baseball. Some things that I want to talk to you about. We had honors night, and we had a chance to recognize our Rick Gross scholarship winners. We honored 1 girl and 1 boy, and the boy winner was Josh Ruck, and the girl winner was Addie Wright. They both received a $500 scholarship from the Booster Club. So I want to make sure they were announced tonight. And then you heard we'll talk about the gym floor. On top of that, we also, this past month, tried to sell some pieces of the old floor. They cut it up in 4x4 sections, and we put it on a pallet, and people came, they wanted it. Purple sections were popular. Everybody wanted that, and everybody asking for special things, and we tried to accommodate as much as we could. But there's still some on a pallet in the bus barn in case somebody wants it anymore. The rest is probably with Mr. Plotner. So you want to go take there, you can. But anyhow, but that's part of the gym floor. We didn't want it to people not have a chance to get a piece of history. That floor has been there for a long time, and we want to make sure people had a chance to come get some if they wanted some. And there's still some available if they do want it. And then tonight we're hoping to fill the co-op agreement with Salt Fork tonight. So hopefully we get that on the agenda to get done tonight, and we'll get that to the IHSA by the June 1st deadline, so we can officially submit that co-op. And then also we had a visitor at OHS. Caitlin Young came back and she was kind of busy this winter. If you didn't know, at Murray State, she's kind of busy there. So, but she finally had a chance to come back home, and we got her a record up there for volleyball kills. She broke the record there, but wanted to make sure we went back and honored her too. So she was here this past week as well, and got a chance to put her name up on the board. So, and that's good. And then also, I just want to say this is also my last meeting with you too. And I just want to say thank you for the opportunity to work here at Oakwood. It's a great school district, a lot of great kids in it. And I want to say this too about the administrative team. You guys are great to work with. It's a really strong group, Mr. Maynard, you have, and they're great individuals. And I personally want to thank Mr. Odell. Mr. Odell has helped me out tremendously in the 2 years. He's a stand-up guy. If you don't know much about his background from the military, he retired from the Air Force, and his integrity is second to none. And so I've really, really enjoyed my time working with Mr. Odell. Thank you very much. And thank you to the administration. Thank you to the school board. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Sheldon. Any questions for Mr. Sheldon? Junior high, Ms. Bergman.
Good evening. We're sort of tying things down also. We had our honors night on Monday, celebrating our academics, extracurricular, and student council. Today, our 8th graders went on a class trip. This is from Survive, Jack's Warehouse. It was a good day for them. Tomorrow, we will have a celebration with Kona Ice. Friday, we'll do our celebration from the dwelling place with Obi's Ice Cream. We'll be practicing graduation, celebrating our 8th graders, doing some fun activities with them the next couple of days, and getting them prepared for high school, and then spend the last week with our 7th graders. We finished our year with track. We sent quite a few people to state last week. We had 2 people medal, and that was Nathan Young. He's champion high jump 7th grade with 5.7, and Carson Dudley, 5th place high jump 5.5. This is his 2nd year for Menley. So I see this group continuing the great things for high school. Jathan also placed 9th, and we had everybody do a great job there at the state track meet. This is my last night. I'm passing my baton on too. I've got some great people here that's going to take on and do some great things with kids. We have great staff, students, community members. Administration staff, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Burton. Any questions for Ms. Burton? Thank you. Ms. Lepenis?
I included some information about our bonus quarter. We have 40 students now participating, and I want to give a public thanks to those that have volunteered to teach during the summer. Dawn Brown, Jen Rupp, Randy Norton, Sierra Baker, and Jody Atwood. And we also thank Project Success for partnering with us. They help provide some supplies. They help provide some pay for our certified staff. So I think without Project Success, it would be more difficult to provide this opportunity for our kids. I also included some information about the transition work that has been completed and where we're moving to. And I also want to thank the staff who volunteered to be part of our handbook committee. That was a big undertaking, trying to combine both handbooks, but it turned out wonderfully. So that would be Kim Huckel, Christy McGee, Leather Walls, Luann Grimm, Marcy Nickerson, Natalie Snyders, and Tiffany Johnson. We appreciate them taking the time to help us merge that handbook together. Some of the things that we are working on, I actually brought you guys a packet tonight that you please don't feel rushed to look at it. Look at it on your own time, and you can email me, call me, if you have any questions, comments, suggestions to that. But we are working on master schedule will be coming up next. I've already had some staff members reach out volunteering to be part of that committee. And our big projects right now are looking at the house system, which I included information in the packet. And we have some really good ideas to update the gym. So some money involved in that, but the 50th Women's Club has already reached out. So I'm hoping that they will be able to donate some money towards our gym updates. And we're looking at reaching out to the community as well. And you'll notice that there's a big wheel in that house system packet, which is really cool, but it's really expensive. So I know our community will step up and help us with that. Because as you notice in my board report, I had over 60 gift cards donated when I reached out to ask the community to help me do a gift card raffle for the staff. And so staff from the grade school and the junior high won a lot of really nice gift cards. I mean, some of them were $10, but then I know Parker Lee won a $50 one. So we had a wide variety, and I'm very thankful to the parents and community members who donated to that fun activity for Staff Appreciation Week. Lunch on the Lawn was fantastic. We were at almost 100% family attendance in every single grade level. So that was really great to have the families back out, and we will be planning fall lunch on the lawn days soon. Shout out to Mrs. Wells. We recognized her at the end of last month as Golden Ruler. She's an excellent part of our OGS family. She's been here for 26 years, and she goes above and beyond. Just like recently, she has taken on organizing our OB strip for our MAP award winners. So she will be organizing that on Friday. Next Friday, the kids will go to get ice cream, and we let them pick out whatever they want, as much sugar as they want, because then we'll send them home afterwards. And just a couple of upcoming, or actually, I do want to thank the 5K committee and all of the volunteers. Saturday was our 10th annual 5K. It was well attended, ran super smoothly, and couldn't have been better. So everybody did a great job with that. Honors Assembly will be Monday at 9 o'clock, and that's for 4th through 6th grade. So please feel welcome to come out and join us. We have a lot of awards to give away that day. 5th and 6th grade track meet will be at the high school on Friday. Thank you guys for accommodating us and letting us come over to use your track. The kids are really excited. And I think that is it. Any questions for me?
Thank you, Ms. Lepenis. Ms. Acton.
We will be back next year, I feel like.
Well,
All right, so in my board report, the INESA renewal check has been mailed. I have not done anything with the name change yet, pending this board meeting. Also waiting until the June 1st date, just so we didn't mess up any records or the state title information. So that is still in process. So I wanted to put it in my board report, but the check has been mailed. All of our athletics for the 5th and 6th grade have been completed. Other things that I have been working on, after our last board meeting, we talked about the importance of making sure that our bus rosters were up to date and as correct as possible. So, with Chris's help, we kind of came up with a solution using Teacheries for this year. And then we are going to be implementing kid account manifest rosters for the next school year. But at least our drivers now have an accurate list of the students who should be on the bus and those that might be absent or have left early that day. So that has been helpful. Working on interviews, I feel like that's a lot of our days right now, which is great that we have an interest in the positions that we have open. I didn't get a picture put in here, but we had kindergarten family day this past week. It was the first time since COVID that they brought that back. Big thank you to the kindergarten teachers. They organized the music and everything, and the kids were adorable. We had so many parents in the building. Doreen Streaming, who's a retired teacher from Oakwood Grade School. She's coming, I believe it's next week. I don't have the date, but she has published her very first book. And so she will be present signing copies of it and reading the book. So that's pretty amazing. Mr. Maynard and I actually worked with the illustrator of the book at Houston. So she's a local person too, Barb Dutzman. So it's kind of nice to see and have the kids see someone that has taken their artwork and their love of reading and made it happen. So I'm excited about that part. I think one of the things that I am really happy to report, and even though it's just one student, we have had a student in the last 2 years that has been gone 236 days out of the school year. And he has been involved with truancy, the juvenile detention center, court, you name it, family meetings here at the board. The student has now been present in our building for 10 consecutive days. And I couldn't be more thrilled. We are thrilled. It's one of those heart moments that just make you so happy, so happy. So the meetings and the truancy does work. So I'm really happy with it. Takes time, but it works. Any questions for me?
Thank you, Ms. Acton. Ms. Lunt cannot be here tonight. Transportation, and finally, Mr. Siddons is on assignment at the junior high the way it's down. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm working on. No way. Technology, Mr. Richardson.
Honestly, I don't really have too much else to add. Just getting ready for all the summer projects, which I'm sure John is. Michelle's getting a great list of stuff for me together to do with their needs assessment form. So I'm really excited to read through all of those and get the summaries of her of what I need to do. Other than that, if anybody has any questions for me.
Any question? Thank you, Mr. Richardson. I'm sorry I didn't see you back there.
Anytime you want to skip me, go right ahead.
No. So Ms. Lunt cannot be here. Mr. Siddons is on assignment at the junior high the way it's on. Working on graduation items. Agenda item number 8. We have a need to go in closed session for the reason 5 ILCS 122C1, the appointment, employment, compensation, discipline, performance, or dismissal of specific employees, specific individuals who serve as independent contractors, or specific volunteer of the district or legal counsel who serves as an independent contractor or volunteer of the district or against legal counsel for the district determines validity. I have a motion to go into closed session at 6:24 p.m.
So moved.
Mr. Plattner, second.
Second.
6. Any further? Oh, no. Roll call.
Motion by Plattner, seconded by Hicks to enter closed session at 6:24 p.m. Lynn,
Yes.
Ludwig,
Yes.
Plattner,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Woodard,
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Motion carried by roll call vote 2.
Need a motion to re-enter open session at 7:31 PM.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Motion by Lynn, seconded by Hicks to re-enter open session at 7:31 PM. Ludwig? Yes. Plattner?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Woodard?
Yes.
Hicks?
Yes.
Lynn?
Yes.
Motion carried by roll call vote.
Agenda item 10, 10A. We have a high school recommendation to approve the renewal of the IHSA Athletic Cooperative Agreement with the Salt Fork High School and the activities of wrestling, soccer, and cross-country for the 23-24 and 24-25 school years. Oakwood will continue to be the host school.
So, Salt Fork has already approved it at their board, so it's really our turn to approve it tonight. Get this agreement going.
We need a motion. Yeah, do I have a motion to approve the recommendation as presented? I'll make the motion. Second. Mr. Plattner, any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Motion by Woodard, seconded by Plattner to approve the co-op agreement with Salt Fork as presented. Plattner?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Woodard?
Yes.
Hicks?
Yes.
Lynn?
Yes.
Ludwig? Yes. Motion carried by roll call vote.
10B, we have a high school recommendation to employ Zachary Steele as high school assistant principal athletic director for the 23-24 school year. This will be a 12-month position beginning July 1st, 2023, and the annual base salary will be $70,000 plus district paid employee benefits and TRS.
Okay, so this was a recommendation that came out of committee that Ms. Erin Smith headed up for us. So I support the recommendation, but I didn't know if you wanted to say a few things.
Sure. As I shared in the recommendation letter with you, we interviewed several candidates, and our committee came with the recommendation for Zach as our assistant principal and athletic director, and that was a unanimous decision. He has experience head coaching and teaching for the past 16 years. I've known him on a personal level for some time. He coaches my daughter currently in track. I highly recommend him, and so is a committee. Any questions?
I had a chance to meet with Zachary Steele and Erin Smith and have a round of interview ourselves and kind of talk about Oakwood and moving forward. And it was a great time together. So looking forward to this recommendation.
Do I have a motion to approve the recommendation as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Motion by Lynn, seconded by Plattner to approve the employment of Zachary Steele as presented. Smith?
Yes.
Woodard?
Yes.
Hicks?
Yes.
Lynn?
Yes.
Ludwig? Yes. Plattner?
Yes.
Motion carried by roll call vote 5.
Agenda item 10C, we have a recommendation to employ Stephanie Marsh as a long-term substitute for the high school counselor vacant position for the 23-24 school year. This will be a 200-day position beginning.
It's actually going to be beginning, sorry about the typo there. She will begin that, her days are going to vary a little bit between the start and the end of the school year.
Okay.
So she'll have some flexibility there for her 200 days that she needs to use.
Understand. She will receive the long-term substitute pay of $203.22 per workday and continue with her school with her district benefits.
Nothing more to add from what I've already spoken about.
Do I have a motion to accept the recommendation as presented?
So moved. Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Motion by Ludwig, seconded by Hicks to approve the employment of Stephanie Marsh as presented. Woodard?
Yes.
Hicks?
Yes.
Lynn?
Yes.
Ludwig? Yes. Plattner?
Yes.
Smith?
Yes.
Motion carried by roll call vote 6.
Agenda item 10D, we have a recommendation to approve Christina Phelps for the position of Science Fair Coordinator. This next Science Fair will take place in the spring of 2025. She will be on step 1 of the extracurricular schedule of the collective bargaining agreement.
She has big shoes to fill, but I'm confident that she can do it. So I recommend Christina.
Do you have a motion to approve the recommendation as presented?
So moved.
Mr. Plattner, Mr. Woodard, any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Motion by Plattner, seconded by Woodard to approve the employment of Christina Phelps as presented. Hicks,
Yes.
Lynn,
Yes.
Ludwig,
Yes.
Plattner,
Yes.
Yes.
Woodard.
Yes.
Motion carried by roll call vote 7.
10E, we have a recommendation to employ Kelly McMahon for the 7th grade English Language Arts position for the 23-24 school year. She will be on step 10 of the bachelor's salary schedule.
Kelly has an extensive ELA background and she will be a great addition to our team. So we're excited.
We have a motion to approve the recommendation as presented.
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Lynn, any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Motion by Ludwig, seconded by Lynn, to approve the employment of Kelly McMahon as presented. Lynn,
Yes.
Ludwig,
Yes.
Plattner,
Yes.
Yes.
Woodard,
Yes.
Hicks.
Yes.
Motion carried by roll call vote 8.
10F, we have a recommendation to approve the high school and elementary school student parent handbooks for the 23-24 school years as presented.
I motion we approve.
Is there a second to approve the motion or the
Second.
recommendation? Thank you. Any further discussion? Roll call, please.
Motion by Plattner, seconded by Hicks, to approve the high school and elementary school handbooks as presented. Ludwig,
Yes.
Plattner,
Yes.
Yes.
Woodard,
Yes.
Hicks,
Yes.
Lynn.
Yes.
Motion carried by roll call vote 9.
Agenda item 10G, we have an elementary school recommendation to approve the mascot for the Oakwood CUSD number 76 elementary pre-K 8 school to be named the Comets, beginning with the 23-24 school year.
So
Any further discussion?
Kilowatts.
Yeah, I was one of them. I was one of the last ones to do one.
Roll call, please.
I'm voting this down.
Motion by Hicks, seconded by Woodard, to approve the Oakwood elementary mascot as presented. Plattner,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Woodard,
Yes.
Hicks,
yes.
Lynn.
Yes.
Motion carried by roll call vote.
Agenda item 10H, we have an elementary school recommendation to employ Michael Williamson for the position of the 7th, 8th grade special education teacher for the 23-24 school year. He will be on step 8 of the master's salary schedule.
I recommend Mike. He will be a great addition to our staff. And I'm excited to see what he can help us create with our special education department.
Do I have a motion to approve the recommendation as presented?
I'll make that.
Mr. Woodard,
Second.
any further discussion? Roll call.
Motion by Woodard, seconded by Ludwig, to approve the employment of Michael Williamson as presented. Smith,
Yes.
Woodard,
Yes.
Hicks,
Yes.
Lynn,
Yes.
Ludwig,
Yes.
Plattner.
Yes.
Motion carried by roll call vote 11.
Agenda item 10I, we have a recommendation to approve the ESSER grant funded temporary employment for June and July. First provided is Cole Moss for technology assistant, $13 per hour, and Parker Lee for special maintenance project for buildings and grounds at $13 per hour.
Michelle, do you have anything to say about that?
I said something in my report that's, I think it would much needed, and I think it would be much needed. I'll just leave it at that.
Is there a motion to approve the recommendation as presented?
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call.
Motion by Lynn, seconded by Hicks, to approve the ESSER grant temporary employment as presented. Woodard,
Yes.
Hicks,
Yes.
Lynn,
Yes.
Ludwig,
Yes.
Plattner,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Motion carried by roll call vote.
Agenda item 10J, we have a recommendation for temporary employment of the following as extra custodians during the summer, June and July. Courtney Willoughby in Farrell Stroh Elementary School at an hourly rate of pay of $13 per hour. Rhonda Michaels for the high school at an hourly rate of pay of $13 an hour. And Lynn Anderson for district buildings and grounds for lawn care at an hourly rate of $14 per hour.
So Lynn Anderson, Juice has been doing this for many years. I think this may be like her 15th year of taking care of our buildings and grounds. So this is pretty routine for us. The others are to help us with some of the work we need to get done this summer. And we've got some vacations in there and we want to maximize our time and they'll be great substitutes for us. They've already worked for us in the district in some capacity, so they know the buildings and would really strengthen us in the summer.
Make a motion to approve?
Second.
Any further discussion? Roll call?
Motion by Plattner, seconded by Lynn to approve the summer temporary employment as presented. Hicks,
Yes.
Lynn,
Yes.
Ludwig. Yes. Plattner,
Yes.
Yes.
Woodard.
Yes.
Motion for roll call vote.
I have to say, I made a mistake earlier. I've got so many notes written down on here. I missed agenda item number 9, old business discussion. Talking about the student resource officer update with the village of Oakwood. We both probably have notes written all over. Just wanted to update the board. Negotiations continue with Mr. Wright in the village regarding the SRO. We're making a lot of progress. I think the villages really want to support us in this endeavor. And I'm confident that, I think we're going to have an SRO back in the schools in the fall. So we'll have some more coming out next month. We'll probably meet with Mr. Wright again this month. Hopefully finalize some of those negotiations. Anything to add, Mr. Mayor?
Sir.
Agenda item 9, new business. I don't believe we have any other new business for this evening. Agenda item 12, adjournment. We do have a public hearing on the tentative amended budget Wednesday, June 28, 2023 at 5:15 p.m. That will proceed right before the regular meeting at June 28 at 5:30 p.m. I have a motion to adjourn
So moved.
at 7:43 p.m. Roll call.
Just for a second, sorry.
Eric?
Motion by Lynn, seconded by Plattner to adjourn at 7:43 p.m. Lynn,
Yes.
Ludwig. Yes. Plattner.
Yes.
Yes,
Woodard.
Yes.
Yes. Roll call vote.
I had no. All of those.